Good afternoon. Thanks for coming by, and sorry to those of you that were here late last night. Dale Crafts gave me a call earlier today and congratulated me on winning re-election. I thanked him for his past service to the people of Maine as a representative in the Maine legislature. We both agreed we enjoyed getting to know each other better in the course of this campaign, and we plan to talk more in the months ahead about our families, in the future, and some of his ideas to improve the lives of the people of Maine's 2nd District. I want to thank Dale for his willingness to serve all of the people of the 2nd District, and I wish him and his entire family the very best. First off, I want to thank everyone who's been a part of this campaign, from the volunteers who've canvassed and phone banked to supporters across Maine who've contributed however they could to help over the past few months. It's been a team effort, and this victory is as much theirs as it is mine. I want to thank the staff on my campaign, particularly our incredible campaign manager, Margaret Reynolds, our dedicated organizers, and the entire campaign team. You've all put in long hours under tough circumstances, and your ability to connect with voters about the issues that matter has made a huge difference. I also want to thank my team on the congressional side. They've worked hard since day one to provide service to our constituents. You've all been dedicated to the mission of public service exactly as I envisioned from the very beginning. You've kept the focus on the people, the men, women, and children of Maine's 2nd District. And as I've said before, we've been blessed with purposeful work, and I'm humbled that we've been given the opportunity to continue to serve the people of Maine's 2nd District. I also want to thank my family for their unwavering support, not only for myself, but also for my wife, Izzy. And Izzy, there's just no way I could do this job as well or in the same way that I've done it without your support and faith in me or your patience and understanding. We did something special in this campaign. We ran on a positive message. We didn't do it alone either, but instead we invited my constituents to help deliver that positive message. The political pundits and consultants told us that it wouldn't be enough and that campaigns have to use negativity to define the opposition, because that's what works in politics these days. We may not have proven that negativity doesn't work, but we did show with strength that there's another way, in fact, a better way. We showed that voters are hungry for a positive tone, positive leadership, and civility in our public space. I heard that message everywhere I've been over this big district. People told me they want political leaders to give them a reason to vote for them, instead of only offering reasons not to vote for the other team. On this team, we believe that you can lead through inspiration. I learned that in the Marines. Yes, certainly people will respond to fear, but they'll go to the ends of the earth for leaders that inspire them and that earn their respect by showing them respect. I'm proud of the job we've done. I haven't been perfect, but I've tried to deliver the kind of leadership Mainers tell me they want, and to show my understanding that now more than ever, people want elected officials to set aside their differences and stand together to face the serious challenges of our times. And these are challenging times for our democracy. The forces trying to divide us are stronger than ever, and so too the challenges we face, from combating the coronavirus, keeping each other safe and healthy, being there to support the sick and those who've lost loved ones, and supporting one another through the economic troubles that are caused by it, protecting and expanding access to affordable health care, fighting the inequality in our communities, providing good jobs and fair wages. There's so much more work that needs to be done in this country, but the only way we can get there is by seeking common ground and focusing on results. What good does partisan gridlock bring any of us? What problems has it ever helped to solve? Let's begin anew with a focus on being good to one another, on showing respect for our differences and by appreciating our diversity, which should be a source of our national strength. I'll make this a top priority myself in the days, months, and years ahead, and I'll work with anyone, Democrat, Republican, and Independent, to get things done for Maine and for our country. Today, as we take a moment to celebrate what we've accomplished together, we also know that ballots for other races are still being counted in Maine and across the country. As has always been the case, Election Day is just one step in the process of counting and certifying the results of our elections. Every vote cast according to the laws of our land must be counted. Every American's vote matters. I urge my fellow Mainers to be patient, exercise restraint, and allow the process according to our laws and the systems we have in place to be completed. Keep the faith not only in our country and democracy, but also in each other. To the people across the district, this seat belongs to you. I said that in 2018. This seat belongs to you. I pledge to do my very best to continue to represent your interests and the needs of our communities in Washington, not only those of you who voted for me, but for every single one of you. I look forward to continuing to engage with you, to listening to your ideas, and to sharing my own about what we can accomplish together. And I thank you for giving me this incredible opportunity to serve you. Thank you all for joining me. And with that, I'll just take a couple of quick questions. I know you've got some other announcements to follow as well.
You said that people told you that they wanted to vote for someone. And why do you think they voted for Jared Golden?
Well, I guess you'd have to ask them that, and there's plenty of good reporting about it. But like I said, myself and my staff stayed focused on the people of the district. We stayed focused on the issues that matter most to them, on constituent service, stayed out of the partisan fray, and sought to work across the aisle as best we could every day. We ran on a positive message.
Jared, was this race tighter than you anticipated?
No.
You anticipated it would be a close one, or that this was a...
This is a pretty good-sized victory right here in Maine's 2nd District. Look back at 2018 or through the years. Look at the way we outperformed the president, the presidential race, and many others. We feel really good about this victory. But you've all been following public polling. I'd say we called this one pretty close and pretty accurately ourselves. Steve? One last one.
Yeah. What do you make of the tone of the race and how it turned out, and maybe in the context you just alluded to the presidential race? It seems like, generally speaking, the country's kind of right where it was 4 years ago in terms of how little things shifted last 2 years, last 4 years, in terms of results.
Can you elaborate a little further, Phil?
Well, there was a lot of enthusiasm for Trump across the country. A lot of people thought that would go down because of the pandemic. It didn't. He held on to CD2. Of course, so did you. Maine has that very independent streak, and I think it revealed itself both in your race and the Collins race, ticket splitting. Seems to be a lot going on in terms of both polarization but also balancing, at least in the state of Maine. I just wondering your review of that.
I think that hunger is out there, even in the midst of gridlock and polarization. My sense is that not only in Maine's 2nd District, but across the country, people are getting tired of it, and they want to see us bridge those divides. That means a lot of different things, or people could be looking for different actions from their political leaders, but I think at the end of the day, that's the goal that everyone wants in the country, and I think it's fairly obvious right here in the 2nd District with the outcome, like you said, a lot of split-ticket voting. People are looking at the individual, but hey, we ran under the assumption that the president would win this district, which he has, and we obviously ran to win and get reelected. So here we are. It's been such an honor the last 2 years, and I just close it out by saying thank you one more time to all the constituents and people out there. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care.